Ah, they're actually not bad, are they? They're pretty cool. They're all right. He's good. I like the Burner Boy. I like the Burner Boy, and I like the big stub gun, big shooter. How are you doing, Perps? Everything okay? Everything going well? Yeah, they're all right, aren't they? They're okay. I like the they're still a bit too like they've got too. I think the armor messes with the silhouette a little bit. I think that's the one thing for me is that the armor messes with the silhouette a little bit. Like, where's the one? I mean, he's got he's got a quilt on. But yeah, the missile launcher is awesome. I like the ones with the two-hander. He's pretty cool as well. He needs pointy ears. Ah, Gust. Gust, thank you for the raid. How are you doing? We are going to be doing some Raven Guard. We are going to do some Raven Guard, but we're just looking at the new orcs. We've just been shown off. How are you? How was your stream? And what may I ask? Were you up to? What may I ask? Were you up to, Mr. Gust? Mr. Gus. Master Gus, Mr. Gus, Spider Squig. He's cool. I like that pose. I'm not a big fan of that body. I'm not a big fan of that body. I think those are the two bodies which I'm not a big fan of. Everything else is okay. I think everything else is alright. They're really cool. I like the shooters. Oh good, painting orcs, funnily enough. Nice! Hey Leo, how you doing? Are the Sicaran barrels painted, or did you switch for metal ones? They're aluminium. I'll show them. I'll show them in a second. They're yeah. I've aluminium tube. I've made them longer. I'm waiting for another bit of aluminium tube to come through so I can put the exhaust gas like extractors on them as well. You were painting orcs. Which orcs were you painting? The ones from Armageddon? Were you painting the push fit ones of push fit versions of these? I did not get sent Armageddon, so I do not have the new orcs. Yeah, they're kind of cool. I like that's my favorite three. That's my favorite three. He's cool. He's good. So that's 4, 5. He's not bad, and he's cool. They're cool. I like them. Nice. I was indeed working on the big boss and the wild. Oh, I love the wild banner. The wild banner's awesome. Yeah, the wild banner's awesome. I like the Burner Boy. Burner Boy's good. Burner Boy's good. I like. Yeah, very, very cool. Very cool. Very cool. How's everybody's day going? How is everybody's day going? They're an improvement anyway. They're definitely an improvement, aren't they? He's awesome. I like how they're doing the design for the orcs now. I do like how they're doing the design for, well, the weaponry mainly. Like, I like how all the orc weaponry and all the extra armor and everything look. So far, so good. Nice. Excellent. That's what we like to hear. That is exactly what we like to hear. And thank you very much for the shout out. Thank you for the shout out. So yeah, I'm. My name is Chris. If you haven't already, also yeah, this is the multi-part version of the push fits, which is good. Yep. Yep. Nice. Yeah. Anyway, hello. My name's Chris, and I paint cool stuff, and hopefully try and paint cool stuff in cool ways. And I do have a cup of tea. Do have a cup of tea, and I've got a few fruit and nut bits left as well. Okay, so I did want to kind of touch on. I did kind of want to touch on some Raven Guard stuff, but there's not many people in chat at the moment, so we might wait on the Raven Guard and the Death Guard stuff until later. So we might just pause on that for a little while. Okay, so tank. We have tank, which needs to be focused. There we go. We've got tank, and somebody on YouTube asked about the barrels. So the barrels are the autocannon barrels cut off and lengthened with a piece of aluminium tube. I also have, like I say, I've got another piece of tube coming so that I can do the little exhaust gas pressure regulator thing that's halfway up the barrel when you have long barrels like this, in the same way as I did the autocannon barrel as well. So I made the autocannon barrel longer as well because it just looks cool. Like, I don't think you can argue that it looks cool. And then I removed the little exhaust extractor thing from it, from the kit, and drilled through it, and then added that to it as well. So these ones will have the little exhaust things in the middle of them like that as well. So I've got some aluminium tube that's going to slot straight over there, and I'll just chamfer the edge, either on the lathe or just in like a just in a drill.
His name is Christopher Manius Cato Robute Demetrian Lindros Frozen. Don't forget all your middle names, Christopher, when introducing yourself. Also, music.
I'm not putting music on after you say that about me, Olivia. No, there's no music. There's no music after you apparently say that I've got lots of middle names, which are completely inaccurate, Olivia. Hey, Aspen. Hey, Dzień dobry, Aspen. How are you doing? How are you doing? I've got a big grin on my face again. So yeah, that's the autocannon. That's the autocannon barrel which I did. So that is, like I say, that is the aluminium, and then I will have a little exhaust thing in there as well. You're okay, thank you. Excellent, excellent. That is what we like to hear. That is what we like to hear. So yeah, that's these ones haven't been primed yet. So I haven't primed these yet because as soon as the aluminium tube comes, then I'll cut that to length, fit the aluminium tube over that. I'll chamfer the edges of the tube on the lathe or something, or just like I say, maybe I'll just stick it in a drill and stick a file over the edge of it, because you could spin it and sit a file over at an angle like that, and then that would chamfer the edge. Or I might just throw it in the lathe and just chamfer the edge in the lathe. But either way, that will be really cool. And then those, where's the other one? There we go. There's the other one. And then those will fit in there like that. Whee! That is a long thing. That is a long thing. People say that about me all the time. I have very long legs. Oh dear. It's very long. It's very long. It's very long. Carrot. Anyway, a little modification that makes a hell of a difference. Super. Thank you very much, Leo. Hello, everybody over on YouTube. Hello, everybody over on YouTube. Oh dear. Aspen, how's your
I have one simple request, and that is to have sharks with frickin' laser beams attached to their heads.
We do need sharks with frickin' laser beams attached to their heads, or we could have sharks with frickin' accelerator autocannons attached to their heads. Would also be very fun. That's what she said. That's what she said. Yes, I have very long legs. That's what she said. I do have a black thumb. I do have a black thumb today because I was very naughty and didn't wear a pair of gloves when I was priming the tank. I did wear my mask. Soon we'll have dinosaurs with frickin' laser beams attached to their back. Yay for Exodites. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait for the Exodites. The Exodites are going to be so good. The Exodites are going to be so good. Yeah. Very, very long. It's appropriate. It's appropriately long for somebody who's 6'5", I think. Like, if I'm 6'5", I should have long barrels. I should have a long barrel. I should have a long barrel. I'm gonna stop. I'm making myself giggle. Right, okay. So the other thing that I wanted to show you guys. The other thing I wanted to show you guys, a model. I'm not going to show anything else. You have to go to my OnlyFans for that. The other thing is I've sort of because I put the little explosion.
Go to bonk gel, Christopher.
Sorry, Olivia. I can't help it when I'm giggling. When I start laughing, I can't help it. I'm sorry. My mind just goes. That's how you know you're hilarious. You keep cracking yourself. This whole stream is just to make myself laugh, Aspen. I don't stream for anything else other than just making myself laugh. Oh dear. So yeah, we've got some barrels which are exploding here. These ones are shorter barrels.
Your mind is not in the gutter, your mind is the actual gutter itself.
So we've got some short barrels here which are exploding, rather than my long barrel, which is very much under control. As you can see, this one is not firing, but the shorter barrels on the Dreadnought are firing and exploding. And then we have the we got the multi we got the multi-melter there as well. So that's kind of the pose. That's kind of the pose. Oh my god, my head is laughing so much right now. You know what they say, it's not about the length, it's about the Oh dear. Oh. Oh. Right, yes. Sorry, my ears are hurting from laughing now. Aspen, what are you doing? What are you doing, Aspen? I'm blaming Aspen. I'm gonna see myself out. Don't you dare! Don't you dare! Somebody close the door. Somebody to close the door. Close the door. Lock her in. Close the door. Lock her in. Handcuff her to the bed. I mean something else. You're lucky when you get to my age. It's hard to control my power. Pew 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 pew. I'm laughing and grinning in equal measure right now. Oh dear. So yes, we have this one with the exploding barrels. We got the long barrel. That one's for the killbots. We could. We do definitely also need some more killbots. And I do also need to finish Sibylla as well. So we got Sibylla. I need to get the highlights in on the Veil. There is, if anybody's interested and curious, there is a Patreon tutorial. Compose yourself. Compose yourself. I've got my eyes closed and I can only see one thing now. There is a Patreon tutorial. There's a Patreon tutorial on my Patreon for Sibylla for the face, and then also for the non-metallic as well. So if anybody's interested in that, it is up on Patreon. Estimation on Patreon to do that. It's too hot for male brains to function properly. We focus on something different. Yeah. Right. Anyway. I need to get cracking because I only have a short amount of time today. And then we will probably go and raid into Aspen because Zybista. Is it Honor Zybista? Is that right? Honor Zybista? Get it together, Jimmy Fallon. Hey, what? Sorry, I'm... yes! Did I get... Oh, fucking get in. I'm so proud of myself, Aspen. Honor Zyb... Right. Why Jimmy Fallon? I do like Jimmy Fallon. Jimmy Fallon does a really good job. As... Oh my god, I read that in a completely different Aspen voice. I'm sorry. Aspen, you're in my head saying that in a completely different voice. Because he's always breaking up on SNL. Yinkoye, Aspen. Fuck me sideways. What? Oh my god! Right, so I think Jimmy Fallon's funny. He doesn't, when he gets excited and when he starts laughing, he doesn't let the host breathe. Like he gets a little bit what's the word? Suffocating. I think he gets a little bit suffocating on the guest when he gets excited. But I think he's brilliant. I think he's very, very cool. He's kind of my kind of energy. Fuck me sideways. Thanks. Cheers, perps. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, yes. What do you think? What do you think of? What do you think of? What do you think of Dreadnought? That's all right, isn't it? And then we've got the crazy distracting flag. The crazy distracting flag. There you go, Aspen. Aspen, you can remember that. Exclamation mark quote 327. Yeah, so I think that is pretty cool. And then you got the crazy flag there. Oh dear, honestly, Abisto. Right, yes, we've got to paint. Dreadnoughts are always cool. We've got to paint the tank. So the tank. We have obviously we have the red tank. We have the red tank, which is here. So that's the red tank that we've been doing. Been trying to do all the weathering and everything on it, which I think is looking pretty good now. I was, if you were here last week, I was rapidly trying to catch up with Aspen because Aspen was painting her big tank, and her big tank is looking amazing because it's got sculpting on it and everything. It's got scales and it's bright green. It's going to have some flames and stuff. Whereas mine is just red, so I had to do lots of weathering on it. So yeah, we've got lots of weathering on the tank. That one. This one, however, is going to be red. Is going to be black, and this is going to be the kind of the leader of the little armored wing, if you like. So we're going to have the Sikaran, and then I'm going to have two sabers. So I'm going to have two sabers on either side of it, kind of thing. So that'll be like the little tank company within my Raven Guard army, which is predominantly just infantry. There's just loads of infantry everywhere. And now you made sure that this poor Dreadnought can get through any door with its freaking flag. Why the hell would that Dreadnought need to go through a door? That's why I told Chris he needs a siege Dreadnought. Making doors is the main focus. I don't need a siege Dreadnought. Because the Raven Guard are not going anywhere near a door. They're not going anywhere near a door. I'm sorry, I'm just chuckling to myself again. I've got, yeah. The fucking world's amazing, isn't it? The world is so cool, everybody. Everything is so cool. It's amazing. It's so good. I built a terrain table to defeat Raven Guard. Lots of clear big windows. No, I don't need a Siege Dreadnought. The Siege Dreadnought, I can do the Siege Dreadnought when I do the Death Guard. Because I have a Leviathan as well. So I can have a Leviathan Siege Dreadnought with the Death Guard if I do Death Guard. So that would be quite cool. But this one's going to be black. You're actually chuckling to all of us. I'm not. You have no idea what I'm chuckling at. Oh God. Anyway, we're gonna do all of this black. The plan is let's talk about the color. Let's talk about the color scheme quickly. Fuck me. So this bit I'm gonna do white. I'm gonna do that white because then we're gonna put a black Raven Guard symbol there. That's gonna be black. I don't know whether to do that black as well. I think I'll do that black, and then I kind of want to do a white stripe somewhere on it. It needs to have a white stripe somewhere on it. Anyway. Look at the stars, look how they shine for you, and everything you do. And they all... Aspen. I say it's England and Argentina in the semi-finals. Good thing is I don't have any bad blood. It is England and Argentina, yes. So I don't know where we're going to do the white. Where are we going to do the white? I've got Coldplay in my head now. Viva la vida. If we do that white, if we do that bit, I want more white than just one panel. Where else can we do white? Where else do you think we can do white? under the pin tools. Oh, this here. Sorry, the sponsons. So this bit. So that panel. So that panel and that panel. I don't know whether those panels are too big. I might put a stripe. I could put a stripe down there across those panels. Where are the sponsons? Hang on, let me put the sponsons on. I'm trying to... Where are they? There they are. Ah! Fuck's sake. Oh my god. Right. And then... Do I do the turret white? Do I do the turret white? There aren't a lot of good spacers, are there? There are not a lot of good spacers, and there aren't a lot of good areas to put transfers either. Like, that's the obvious one for the Raven Guard symbol, so I think that needs to be white. I don't know whether to do... I don't think that goes white. I think that's black, that's white, that's black. I think this is black. I can't do that white because it comes underneath here and joins up with that, so that's black. If I do that white... Oh, maybe, yeah, maybe you are right, because there is a panel line there. So maybe I do that panel white, and then that's it, and then just leave it at that. I think, actually, that's probably the way to do it. Massive freehand white bird across the side. I do need to do some more freehand. However, I don't think this is the right one to do freehand. I don't know. I don't think this is the right one to do freehand on. Oh, right. Yeah. Hey, Nigma, how you doing? I put paint on a Mini. Not well, but I did. What do you mean, not well? Shut up. Nigma, congratulations. Well done. What was the Mini? What was the Mini that you put paint on? What was the Mini that you put paint on? And congratulations, Cookie. Hello, Cookie. And I think las cannons are the right guns for the sponsons. So I actually stole these ones off the Predator because I've got loads of Predators. But this one I think is I don't actually know. I think I've got 4 Predators. So if I've got 4 Predators, then I could give 2 to the Death Guard and 2 to the Night Lords. I think that would probably work fine. Coldplay featuring Richard Ashcroft, Bittersweet Symphony. Space Marine, it's purple and green. You painted a purple and green Space Marine. I know somebody who has green and purple Space Marines. Purple and green. Nice one, Nigma. Nice one. And was that... Hang on. What Space Marine? Have you gone Horus Heresy? Have you gone Horus Heresy, Nigma? Hello, everybody, by the way, over on YouTube. Hello, YouTube. Hello, YouTube. Right. Yeah, right, okay. So, let's get some of these out of the way. I'm going to have some fruit and nut. I'm going to have a cashew and a bit of mango. Can we get the share chat up on stream? We can. I don't know whether you'll be able to read it or not. Chat box. There you go. Can you read that? No. I have got... What did you say? What did I say, Christopher? I said, can you read the chat? Can't read the names, but can read the messages. Okay, cool. No, I have not gone into the store to get my Horus Heresy minis. Some of the old, easy-to-build intercessors. Nigma, I'm proud of you, dude. Nicely done. Well done, dude. Well done. Well done. Well done. Look at the stars, look how they shine for you. And everything you do. And they were all yellow. And I also have that massive tank to do for my I've got this one to do for my Imperial Guard still. So that one needs doing at some point. Nigma posting whip on Discord. Green and purple sounds cool. Music, but yes, let's put some music on so you don't have to listen to me sing. Because nobody wants to listen to me sing. Or maybe one person wants to listen to me sing. Look at the stars, look how they shine for you. There you go, everybody. Have some mama music. Have some mama music. Have some music that doesn't have any lyrics so that I don't have to sing. Yeah, Nigma, stick it in whip. Nigma, by the way, Nigma over on YouTube is Cookie. I am plastering a Fellblade with Dark Angels icons and books, not a gamer, so there might be a remote overhead weapon stage. I think Cookie. Thank you, Purples. Thanks for the link over in YouTube land, Purples. Look at the stars, look how they shine for you. And everything you do, they were all yellow. Nigma is Cookie, yeah. Nigma's Cookie. Cookie is Nigma. Nigma is Cookie. Cookie is Nigma. I try to say every time he comes on, I try to say, "Hello, Nigma. Cookie. Cookie. Nigma." Because for a while he didn't believe that I remembered that Nigma was Cookie and Cookie was Nigma as well. You have a Cookie on YouTube, but I have to transfer all my subs over to it. Oh yeah, don't bother with that. Right. So let's get... I think the first thing I want to do is I want to get graphite, which is what the white... This is what the white on my Raven Guard starts with. So we're going to use that. I'm going to have to move my out of the way so I don't get paint on it, because that's very important. Is the music too loud or is it okay? Have I just got my speakers turned up a little bit? I did have music on earlier. It's fine, excellent. Music is okay. Was the singing okay? I know. Anyway, right, so we're doing this panel here. This panel here is going to be white, and this panel here is going to be white. So let's get these done. I'm glad the music is okay. Sing for me, sing for me. Night shines. I can't. So, Aspen, you have a thing on your stream where people can use points to make you sing. On my stream, people use points to mute me. So we are not the same. Music is perfect. Not answering the question concerning the singing. Then reverse the panels on the other side. No. No, we're definitely... The only thing I might do on the other side is not do this white panel. Because I do like asymmetry. I do kind of like asymmetry, so... I might play around with... Oh well, what can I say? I mean, you sing well. Like, what else is there to say? Or did he? We actually did have a redeem to shut him up, but he removed it because it was kind of abused. It was kind of abused. It was a little bit abused. I can add it back on. I can add it back on, but you're not allowed to mute me when I'm answering questions and stuff. I can't even find it. I can't find this page. It's already on somehow. Oh, is it already on there? Okay. There we go. So I'm now muted. Now the thing is, when I get muted, you guys have got to carry on. You've got to carry on chatting. There we go. Yeah, it does have a cooldown on it. It's got a 20-minute cooldown. It has a 20-minute cooldown on the mute. As far as I know, anyway. What's this? Ulthuan Grey. No, this is graphite. This is graphite. This is what all the white starts with on my on the Raven Guard. This is what the white always starts with on the Raven Guard. Scout 6. Alright, have a fantastic rest of the stream. Time for me to go. No! Bye, Aspen. Have an amazing stream. If anybody wants to go and just drop Aspen a view, I would be very much appreciated, and I know she would as well. Obviously, come back. But we will go and raid Aspen later, so if you go and lurk over there, then we will combine. We will combine in an hour or so, because I need to go for a run before the football tonight. Bye! Bonjour IBs to Kasha. Aspen, be awesome. Hey Drea, how you doing? How are you doing? Yeah, this is graphite. Just prime some Nurglings. Nice. We are painting a tank, or we are starting to paint a tank. As you can probably see. More tanks I see. Yes. So this is actually a Raven Guard tank rather than a Raven Guard Deliverer's tank. So we're not painting this one red. We are painting this one black. But we are just sketching out and marking out which of the panels are going to be white. So starting with these panels, and then this one is going to be white as well. However, I don't know whether I think I might leave that one black. So we do have a little bit of asymmetry. But yes, I am good, thank you. How are you? And why Nurglings? I wouldn't have put Nurglings on the list of models that I thought you would paint. Or are you in the house of Nurglings are cute? Oh, it's a wren as well.
I am Miao Ying.
I am the Storm Talon. Dragon, not Talon. I am the Storm Dragon. My name is Ren, and I'm a Storm Dragon. Who's Ren? Drea is a big Nurgly girl. Oh, is she? Oh, I didn't know that. I thought what was she painting when I saw her? She was painting a. She was painting a. Oh shit! Shitty brick. The awesome elf lady, Alariel. Love Alariel. She was painting an Alariel. Was she painting a Nurgle Alariel? I see the heat hasn't got to me. No, the heat hasn't got to me at all. I'm 100,000% sane. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Maybe I do that bit white. Who could resist the little guys? Well, it turns out that I'm probably ending up doing some Death Guard at some point. So, although I don't think they'll have Nurglings. There we go. That'll be alright, won't it? That's enough. Do you think that's enough white? That's kind of enough white, right? It doesn't need... I don't think it needs white over this side as well. I think that's... I think that's about right. So we want this bit down here to be nice and white. Have I got any white on the wet palette? I do not. Yo, Sinister, how you doing? Do I make my 30k Dark Angels black with a tint of green and 40k green with black hue? So they might have some... That sounds like a plan. Sounds like a good plan, Leo. So that's the lower section. And then the lower section down here, same thing. Ba-da-ba-bum. Ba-da-ba-da-bum, ba-da-ba-da-bum. What's everybody's weekend been like? Have you managed to have some fun? Yeah. A decent chunk of progress on my Blade Guard and played a bunch of Baldur's Gate 3. Nice. How much of your Raven Guard have you got done? I feel like this army's been going longer than most. Longer than most. I mean, I've got about, I don't know, about 3,000 points. But then I've got about 4,000 points of Tomb Kings done. Which shitloads of points of Necrons done. The vampire counts haven't really been touched. But yeah, they're not doing too bad. They're doing pretty good. They're doing pretty good. Been hard work on my size all year. I've almost finished 2 whole captains. Nice. Yeah, the size is looking good. I'm looking forward to doing a few Death Spectres at some point. That will be cool. Getting some Death Spectres done. Another 5 Terminators that just need some finishing touches. Yeah, I'll probably finish in a couple of hours. I'll probably finish around 6 because I want to go for a walk before the football starts. So we'll kind of try and get that all sorted. As I said, I also have a modern armor in 135 and 116. I have not thought about using metal barrels on 40k. I think it will come into play on the Dark Angel Shadow Sword. Land Raider sponsons. Nice. Yeah, they will get painted. They will get painted. I'm only using them because I like using kind of aluminium tube. And then the same with the bolters, because I'm going to do some Tigris pattern bolters, and they're going to have barrels with silencers on, and that's going to be brass. So I've got some brass tubes for that as well. But yeah, this is basically just pulling everything together now. I can kind of lean it like that. I kind of want to lean it there. Can I put something that's too tall? There we go. Perfect. That's where we want to paint it. Boom. Boom, shaka, wow. Better in terms of utility in the game. Blade Vargos have a significantly higher amount of cool swords and shields. Define better. I have Stern Guards but not Blade Guards. Which is better, Stern Guard Vets or Blade Guard Vets? Which is better? They kind of do different things, don't they? Like this, the Blade Guard Veterans are an anchor unit, whereas the Stern Guard Veterans are a bit more of a hammer unit, so they have different roles. Blade Guard, you could, if you had both, then Blade Guards would be the anchor or the anvil to the Stern Guard Vet's hammer. So both is good, yeah, both. It's always, the answer is always both, isn't it? The answer is always both. The answer is always both. Is this for your Blood Angels perps? I want to put a little bit of a list just so we can plan out the next couple of purchases. It's got 6 Blade Guards and 10 Stern Guard in it. Oh my god! also maxing units. Struggle a bit with white. I might copy this video. Same thing about multicam. My 1/16th plate on the cameras and crew, you have to unthink to get it right. There's loads of white on my Patreon and YouTube, dude. There's loads of white tutorials and stuff. Perps, if you've got, could you drop my Patreon link in YouTube chat, please? The trick with white is you've just got to give yourself somewhere to go. So you don't really paint white, you paint grey. And then the grey also, because there's so many different greys. You could have a cold grey, you could have a warm grey. So you pick the grey which is going to be most sorry, there's a bit of dust in there. Pick the grey that is going to match and fit with the rest of the scheme, and then you just take that grey up to white. But yeah, it ends up looking like that. That's what the white looks like. Blade Guard are pretty models. I just checked and I actually have Blade Guard vets. It seems my mistake. Yeah, you can't have. I don't think you can have normal Blade Guard, can you? They're all Blade Guard veterans, as far as I know. So if you have Blade Guard, you have Blade Guard vets. But yeah, this is like a really lazy way of doing white. But I am doing it on a tank. I'm doing it on a tank. So I don't want to do the Death Guard and the Death Guard and the Night Lords are all going to be airbrushed. Whereas the Raven Guard, because Raven Guard is just black, you need to make it sort of interesting because they can't just be black. So that's why I'm doing brush painting on all the Raven Guard. Because then you get some interest. If they weren't veterans, they would just be assault intercessors. Yes. Stern Guard are intercessor veterans, Blade Guard are assault veterans, and Vanguard are assault veterans with jump packs, basically. Yeah, they're not particularly inventive and exciting, are they? Vanguard feels incredibly Blood Angels. Yeah, like like, yes, but then also you have Sanguinary Guard and Death Company, so why bother? Which is always kind of like the weird thing with... You see, it's kind of the same with Horus Heresy as well. Like, Horus Heresy, you can have a unit called Seekers, which are snipers. So you can have a sneaky unit, and they're really good in Horus Heresy. And that kind of makes sense for Raven Guard, so you could have a unit of Seekers. However, they have more death in, which are just better. Like, why would you have a unit of assassins? Why would you have a unit of snipers? Just normal snipers when you can have Raven Guard snipers. Like, why would you have a unit of assault veterans when you can have Death Company and Sanguinary Guard? So that's I kind of get, like, maybe to support them, but I don't know, whatever. Yeah, for variety, it's just, I get the variety thing. Oh. Danish leopards have a distinct green camo along with NATO black. Oh! But it weathers quickly and very differently from tank to tank. Oh! I'm considering Victrix. It'll just be a bit of a project since I'm not ultras. Yeah. Like, I want to get the new I want to do, I don't know. Cody, what a ledge. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the sub. How are you doing, Cody? How are you doing, Cody? So yeah, this is why I do tanks with a brush for the Raven Guard, because black is boring. And we're doing white obviously to start with, but I'll do the blacking exactly the same way. Because black is boring, you've got to make it interesting, so you do that with some texture and stuff. Scythes are essentially yellow ultramarines. Are Scythes a ultramarine successor? I did not know that. Or did I know that? Maybe I knew that and chose to ignore it. Hey Serge, how you doing? You're chilling. Nice. And in relatively current lore, Gurliman assigned them to defend one of Ultramar's fronts. Oh, did he? Is that because they're becoming popular? So they're like, oh, let's write them into the lore a bit more. I'm already sold on those white panels. Bone White and my Dark Angel heart will race out of my body. Bone White, you just use a different grey. I did Bone White on the scythes, the Death Spectres. Just start with a warmer grey. Yeah, this is also why you have to not worry about how bad it looks at the start, because I think you'll all agree this looked terrible at the beginning. Pale Sand. Scythes got featured in a few novels. What's Pale Sand? Oh, the Death Spectres. The Death Spectres, I used Rakarth Flesh. I started with Rakarth Flesh on the Death Spectres. But yeah, that's kind of where you end up. Look, it's kind of where you end up. And I'm obviously going back in with black after this, so any white that gets on the black I can just touch up. That's why I'm doing the white first. It's a Vallejo paint and a bit of a meme for Dana. Oh, okay. Yeah, what do you think? Looking alright? I think it's looking okay.
That was wonderful.
Bravo!
I loved it.
Oh, it was great.
Well, it was pretty good.
Well, it wasn't bad.
Well, there were parts of it that weren't very good,
It
though.
could have been a lot better.
I didn't really like it.
It was pretty terrible.
It was bad.
It was awful.
It was
Get
terrible.
him away!
Hey, boo!
Boo!
Boo! You don't think it looks good? I think it looks great, Perps. Unbelievable. I think it's looking pretty good. Looks decent. I will take decent. I will take decent. I mean, it's a bit black and white, but otherwise it's not. In short, I like it. So where do you learn what paints you need to get started with a model? Where do you learn what paints you need to get started with a model? You have to decide what colour you want to paint the model to start with. And then once you've figured out what colour you want to paint it, you then pick a dark version of that colour, a mid version of that colour, and then a light version of that colour. Time is it? 4:30. Okay, we've got another hour. Got another hour, everybody. Ba, ba, ba.
but
Yay,
there are warp
Spiky!
stone, and I will not eat you.
How you doing, Spike?
Yet.
Good, back from physio. Nice, dude. Welcome back. Welcome back. We are doing our best to paint a tonk. Painting a tank. We are on the tank. You're painting 2 tanks for Star Wars Legion. Nice. Got to take my car into the shop in a little over an hour. Annual rust proofing. That's all right. I'm probably only on for another hour anyway because I want to go for a run before the football starts tonight. So. Da, 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 da. Hey, Sisanix, how you doing? Sisanix. How are you, Sisanix? I got mango. Right, I've got raisins and an almond left. Speaking of Star Wars, saw a presentation showing off their new AI CGI features called Star Wars Field Guide, and I was like, how cool is that? Oh, I gasped. Oh no. Stopped at Mark on the way home, stuffing my face with fresh print. Oh, nice. Nice one, Spiky. I don't know. I'm alive. How are you doing yourself? I'm all right, thank you. I am okay. Surviving the heat, just surviving the heat, which is fine. That's good because it's warm. It is very warm. It is warm. It is warm. It is warm. In the grand scheme of warm things, today is definitely on the warm side. I'm wondering if I shouldn't replace my Helldrake with either a Mauler Fiend or a Defiler for my Emperor's Children. Flying thingies don't seem so hot. Defiler would be awesome, wouldn't it? Defiler would be really cool. Emperor's Children Defiler. An EC Defiler would be pretty cool. And the Defiler is way cooler than the Mauler Fiend, so I would go Defiler. It's a cooler model, it's a newer model. It's got Emperor's Children parts in it. Just go Defiler. Way cooler. Flying things look pretty cool, pretty annoying to play. You're just not a huge fan of how it looks. Oh, I love how it looks. Well, I love how mine looks. Mine looks slightly different. I love the Helldrake. The Helldrake's an awesome model. I just reposed it slightly. I really like the look of my Helldrake, but Defiler would look even cooler. Yes. Yep, I can't argue with that. I definitely want a Night Lord's Defiler to go with my Night Lord's Helldrake. There we go. How thin are you using the paints doing that? Oh, it's like 60-70% water, dude. It's like 60-70% water. It's really thin. It's the same as if you were listening to my if you listen to either of the Patreon videos on that same kind of thing. 80 stream, dude. I wonder what Purples is on. I bet Purples isn't even on 80. Wow. Like this, the white is like 80% water. So the pure white is like 80% water. Because otherwise it goes chalky. You don't want chalky white. So I always white always gets thinned down way more. So this is like 80% water. But the rest of it's about 60, 70, something like that. Be close to 200 if Twitch weren't, well, Twitch. Yeah, Twitch absolutely destroys Purple's streaks. Just randomly, it will go back to 20 when she's like 300 or something. Oh. Considering how long it takes me to finish one. I mean, speed and time it's just not relevant, is it? Doesn't matter how long you take. But at least you're doing something. There's plenty of people who don't paint. The amount of people who think they're slow painters, they're actually not. Decent table. Feel that pain. Hang on, especially because I just got a whole set of 3D printed minis from the entire Skeleton Crew series, and I really want to. Oh, nice! Fantastic. That sounds cool, dude. Sounds like it's going to be really cool. Skeleton Crew is one of the best things that they've put out in a while, miles better than the slop that was Mando and Grogu not very good. And I'm disappointed to hear that. I thought that was going to be really good. I guess if you were watching it expecting, I don't know, Andor or Mandalorian, you'd be upset because it's not that. But if you want Goonies in space, it's 10 out of 10. M&G felt like a few episodes of season 4 without the splash. Okay. Even Ahsoka feeling like it's turning into an excuse to bring back Hayden as Anakin. Yeah, like Star Wars, apart from Acolyte, because I thought Acolyte was quite interesting at times. Star Wars just feels like it's like a massive fan service, like, oh, who do we think the fans want to see? Let's put that in a series, blah blah blah. I don't know. Yeah, I think Acolyte got a bad rap. There were some absolutely shocking episodes in there. There were some really bad episodes in there, but equally there was some really cool stuff. Like, a lot of the lightsaber stuff was far better than anything that Star Wars had done recently. Like the Rey Kylo stuff was terrible, whereas I thought the Acolyte lightsaber stuff was actually quite cool. But I'm not a Star Wars fan, so. Apparently lots of Star Wars fans hated it, so it didn't get renewed. Prequel episode 2 was, and still is, awful. I really like episode 3. Like, prequel episode 3 I still think is really cool. I'd still put that higher than 7? 4, 5, 6. 6. I'd still put 3 higher than 6. Jedi, Return of the Jedi. But then equally, I really liked 8, and everybody hated 8. So my opinions are invalid. The thing that made me laugh was when everybody was in uproar that Kylo Ren said, "Do you know who your parents are? Nobody! You don't need, you're just nobody." And everybody was like, "Oh my god, that's canon! That's canon!" Like, well, surely he could like just be like lying. He's just lying to piss her off. Like, why does it have to be canon? Why does he actually have to know? Why can't he just go, "You know who your parents are? Nobody. Fuck you." Yeah, like, why does that have to suddenly be canon? Like, oh no. Unpopular opinion, you like 7, 8 and 9. I absolutely... 9 is worse than 1. 9 is worse than 1. 9 is worse than 1 if the only thing that was in 1 was Jar Jar Binks. If 1 was just Jar Jar Binks going Misa for like an hour, that would be better than 9. You like 7. The prequels fail predominantly because they kept the heroes apart until partway into 9. I'm still really put off by how they threw Finn into the curb and brought back Palps. It's canon that Kylo is a huge asshole. Yeah. There we go. There's the canon bit. That's the only canon bit that you need. I think that's pretty cool. I think that's pretty cool. Right, let's get some. Let's do like one panel of black. Just to see how this is going to go on. Let's do one panel of black. Andor and Rogue One have no Jedi and are perfect. Yes. Yeah, I think when see that's why I really like it when they give like non-Star Wars directors and stuff, and non-directors who haven't, like when Fede Alvarez did Alien, like so good, because it was like, what would you do if you were to do an Alien film? Said, oh well, I've got like, I really like the original, so I'd try and bring it back to like a haunted house kind of horror film, and like that's where I would go with it. Like everybody, even what do we call it with Evil Dead Burn, like all the different takes. As long as somebody has an original take and somebody has like something really interesting to say, that's not the producers, it's really interesting. Like Star Wars, if you were going to make a Star Wars film, predominantly the producers would all be there saying, right, well, you need a lightsaber fight, you need this fight, you need that fight, we want to have this guy come back because we want to we don't want to alienate, and we want to encourage people to come and see it who haven't seen Star Wars before, or might have only seen one. So we want Han Solo because he's a popular hero, and blah 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 blah. No, just like make a film, like make a story, write a script that's really cool, and give us an interesting take. That's why I kind of like 8, because Ryan Johnson was like, okay, well, I've got this sort of idea. You can still see the producers and everything getting involved in certain areas of it, but some of the coolest films recently were people having interesting takes on stories and stuff. Like when Barker gets his hands on Texas Chainsaw Massacre, that's going to be really interesting, because he's got a very kind of psychological view of what story he wants to tell with the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Every Jedi survived the Empire's Purge. There we go. That's looking okay. So if we put a black Raven Guard symbol on there, we'll put some numbers down here. Do heavy support? Does this kind of armor have a squad, like a symbol to put on? Is that a thing for tanks? I'm pretty sure it's not, but I've been wrong many times before. Oh, right. This should be the last battery, because once this battery runs out, I'll probably have to go. But I will leave you in the very capable hands of Aspen. Oh wow, all the Star Wars. See, that's how you get the chat. If you want chat to get busy, you just have to mention something about Star Wars, and then it's just like, oh, rah, 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 rah. At least I've not been called a tourist yet. Haha. Now, you know what I'd really like to see? A Starkiller show. What, the making of? I would... I mean, we've kind of already had the... Well, we've had the Rebel side of the Death Star, haven't we, with Rogue One. I wonder whether there is... there probably isn't a show. There probably isn't a show for the Empire side of the Death Star, is there? We kind of had that with Andor as well, with them making the Death Star parts. So yeah, probably. Starkiller was the hero of... Oh, okay, sorry. My mistake. Completely wrong. Yeah, I'm a tourist. Disney make the Star Wars version of the Star Trek Below Decks. What's Star Trek Below Decks? Lower Decks was a great show, best Star Trek in many years. Sam Witwer is also the reigning Star Wars Trivia World Champion. Good old Sam Witwer. The Abrams movies were okay. What, the Abrams Star Wars movies? Like, 7 had its moments. 7 had its moments. I loved when Kylo Ren came down and held the las bolt. Abrams Star Trek movies. Oh, I liked Abrams Star Trek movies. Yeah, I like the Star Trek movies. I thought they overplayed I am Khan. I thought they overplayed that a little bit, But other than that, yeah, I quite liked all the Star Wars movies. I particularly liked it when Kirk did the Kobayashi Maru, and he was like, "We've got Klingon warbirds on the starboard bar." Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, no problem. Oh, that was brilliant. I did like the Kobayashi Maru. I did like the Kobayashi Maru. How did he beat your test? I do not know. I like him a lot. Chris Pine is a real perfect Kirk, and the whole cast is perfect. Yeah, I thought the Star Trek. I could watch all of them again. Actually, I thought Star Trek was very good, and I really liked. I was a bit disappointed that you couldn't kind of make out. You couldn't see that it was Idris Elba, because I thought he was excellent as well. But yeah, I like those. I think the Star Trek Abrams Star Trek movies were far better than Abrams Star Wars movies by a fucking country mile. Absolute country mile. So does that mean Star Trek's better than Star Wars? Kirk cheating on the Kobayashi Maru was always canon. Oh no, I know it was always canon. I just liked how that was portrayed in the film. I really like the portrayal of the Kobayashi Maru in the film. Like how they did it. I thought that was brilliant. But the shields are still up, Captain. Are they? No, they're not. Fire on the warbirds! One missile each. Don't want to waste ammunition. Yeah, brilliant. Brilliant. So yeah, I like that. I like that portrayal. I thought that portrayal was excellent. But yes, I'm not that much of a tourist that I didn't know that Kirk cheated on the Kobayashi Maru. Star Trek is a utopia. Star Wars is a dystopia. Wait, Kirk cheated? Yeah, that's true. Actually, Star Trek is a utopia, and Star Wars is a dystopia. Yeah. Nice. Two differences. To boldly go. That's why they're both good. What time is it? 5:10. And the original he did was slightly tweak the parameters so that winning went from impossible to nearly impossible, because that was the kind of man his father had raised him to be. In the new movie, his dad died before he was born, so he grew up without the man. Just flat out cheat and make it easy. Oh, Sinister doesn't like the new version. I really like Anson Mount as Captain Pike. The new Kirk lost his dad before he was born. Cool. And it's got Simon Pegg as Scotty as well. So how can you not like Simon Pegg as Scotty? Here we go. Fab. Fab. Oh, you love the new version. Oh, when things change, you usually don't like it. You usually like, no, that's not how it used to be. Oh, Sinister likes the new version. Fair enough. Awesome. Awesome. Right. We might finish. I might finish in about 20 minutes, guys. Because, like I say, I want to go for a run. Yeah, this is pretty good, isn't it? This is pretty good. Do I need a Raven Guard Legion symbol on the front somewhere? And if you were to put it on the front, where would it go? There's no space. There's no space on the tanks for anything. Simon Pegg as Scotty was the best choice ever, and Carl Urban was, but yeah, I mean, Carl Urban's fantastic. So anything he's in, he's like Jensen Ackles, isn't he? He just puts like absolute everything into his portrayals of stuff.
I fart in your general direction.
Manaringo. Everybody hold your nose. Manaringo is in town. Jensen Ackles is a dream. Jensen Ackles is a dreamboat. I'm rewatching at the moment. Well, not rewatching, but kind of rewatching all of Supernatural at the moment. I think I'm on season 8. But yeah, it's really nice to see just passionate actors do shit. I really like it. So I'm getting my passionate actors fix at the moment from Supernatural. And then I'm really looking forward to Odyssey. That's going to be great. That is going to be great. I'm sad his cop show wasn't renewed. I'm excited for Odyssey. Yeah, Odyssey's going to be fab. Odysseus, Tychimandius, Athena. I'm gonna try and break up the black a little bit by doing some of these areas metallic. I've already broken up some of the black with obviously the white. I thought Ackles in The Boys, by the way, was awesome. Batgirl's been floated for Batman. It voices Batman. Won't they keep the shiny vampires as Batman? Vought Rising. Yeah, Vought Rising is going to be awesome, isn't it? Vought Rising is going to be very, very, very good. I suppose you got these bits here. These bits are perfect for Victorious Owl Mortis, Owl Mortis. So they'll be perfect for those. DCU Batman is currently uncast. So new DCU with the new Superman. Is Supergirl also part of that? Yeah. Supergirl and Superman are that. The Batman is a different. It's an Elseworld. It's a different universe, thankfully, because fucking the DCU at the moment is shite. So thankfully, Matt Reeves' Batman is a completely different universe. As is Joker, although. Joker Folie à Deux wasn't that good. I've got a feeling Batman 2 will be good. Yeah, the cast of the new Superman was alright. The film was fucking atrocious. As I think we found out on movie night. Can't believe I sat through that diatribe. Absolutely atrocious. You loved it. You liked the new Superman. It's good. Have you seen the Supergirl as well? Is that any good? Well, do you think that was any good? After Superman, I'm not interested in the slightest, so I haven't watched it. Haven't seen it yet, no. No worries. Cool. Alright, so stream again tomorrow. Lobo for life. I mean, you do have a great casting for Lobo. So... that will be good at least. I'm not holding my breath for the script. Momoa, yeah. Yeah. Which you know will just be impeccable whenever he's on screen, like he was in Fast and the Furious. Where he walked out in a pink fucking dressing gown at one point. He was so good. Just does everything the right way. I'm just gonna have fun. I'm gonna enjoy myself. Thank you very much. Like my stream, I'm just gonna sit here and enjoy myself. Like the beginning of the stream where I just couldn't stop laughing and giggling. Right, there we go. I think that is going to look okay. I think that is going to look okay. I'll touch the white up a little bit, get the white looking a little bit cleaner. Particularly on this side, I was running out of paint on my wet palette for that side, so we'll have to clean that side up a little bit. But that should be pretty cool. So we'll do Raven Guard chapter symbol there. We'll do something down at the bottom down here. I don't know what. Some words or something. We'll probably put some words over the top of there. But yeah, it's pretty cool. If you go see Supergirl to see a superhero movie, it's not the right expectations. She's freaking drunk as seen in Superman. Yeah, I'm after the script of Superman, I'm not going to see Supergirl. Who'd pay Granny Weatherwax? I honestly wish that someone would craft and talent. Maybe Peter Jackson. Oh, Terry Pratchett's Discworld. That would be very good, wouldn't it? If you go see Supergirl in the theatres, you should probably read Supergirl first, because it's not Superman. I'm just not... I'm not interested, dude. I'm just not interested. That Superman script. The script, not the fact that Superman and stuff. The script was terrible, so I'm just not interested. Right, let's, and it's the same people. But I hope you enjoy it, dude. I hope you enjoy it. Mr. Terrific's fight scene was epic. Was it though? There were nice scenes in Superman. Nope, can't think of one. Can't think of one. I've gone as quickly as I can through the film. I can't think of a good scene in Superman. Right. Let's sort that out. There we go. Everybody, if you are not already following Aspen when we get over there, make sure you drop her a follow, please, please, please. And I will see you all tomorrow. I'm going to go on a run. I'm going to go for a run now. Hopefully my calf should be okay. I think it should be all right. Yeah, I'm going to go for a quick run, get back, have some pasta and watch some football. So, thank you very much, everybody. I'm dead pleased with that. I think that looks great. See you later. See you later, alligators.